Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this is part two of drawing this. He called it a stage. I'm going to call it an old barn somewhere. It looks like Wyoming or Montana. So, Control D to make a duplicate. And if you see it jump, go backwards, and then nudge it out of the way. So Control D. Okay, that's irritating. And for the person I'm doing this for, 0, 0 on your duplicate distance. And this is the very reason why, because we want that thing in exactly the same spot as that. So now we're going to do the stairs. We're actually going to make another duplicate and move it over and down, because I'm going to crop out just the stairs. So with it selected, take your crop tool and just crop out the stairs. Crop. Now this might trace, but it'll be a lot easier to do it just hand. Matter of fact, let's try a trace, just see what happens. I'm not even gonna turn it to a bitmap. Let's just trace it and see what happens. No, not gonna work. It could possibly work, but it's easy to draw this stairs. If you just take lines, 2-point lines, and I'm not gonna go into all the detail. Well, let's just draw these lines. You know, have it come past there for right now. It doesn't really matter. You know, go ahead and draw all the lines to the stairs. This won't take but just a little bit of time. Now, in this one, we need to draw like a rectangle. And I'm not going to take a lot of time. I'm trying to get a perspective look. And because we could fill that in and then just draw lateral lines, and we could do some shading. I think this thing's going to be maybe for a t-shirt. So it doesn't have to be, you know, it's not going to, the drawing's not going to be very big, because you could do some shadowing, put some shadows on these stairs after we fill them in that would look pretty cool. And then we'll just do one more like right there. We'll go ahead and put a box around it, kind of on the front of the stairs. Now what's so cool about it, we can select all that and move it. Let's tell you what, before we nudge it all the way over, let's nudge it to the left and down, and kind of clean it up before we put it in position. So if you notice, I'm going fast because I don't like taking people's time that might not be interested at all in this. And, you know, there's just a few things you could do. And it all depends on how, you know, how big this is going to be and everything. We're actually going to fill all that in. You know, the stairs probably don't have to be touching, but we'll go ahead and make them touching. And if you see, we're pulling them from the other side. You could actually blend these like we did in the previous video. You know, we could have started at the bottom and the top and just blend them. But on an angle, sometimes it's harder than you think. And like, I probably don't need those other pieces of right here. But because those are going to disappear when I fill this in with black. See, that's kind of giving the illusion of something. I'm one more piece of stair off. I need to connect these two lines. Okay, let's see what it looks like on our building. And because we've nudged, we can nudge it right back. That doesn't look half bad. You might want to, you know, like move these, you know, either away from the board or into the board. You know, there's a lot you could do with this. And I don't know, you know, now that I'm saying he's printing it, you could use different shades of color. The other set of stairs is going to be more difficult, but it's the same principle. You're just going to want to put some railings in the post and the door. Just remember, when you're putting in a door, to give it some perspective, to make it look like let's just put the door like right here. So we want to go kind of downhill. And matter of fact, we don't have to do all that. We could have just drawn a cross line, take our virtual segment delete key, and delete that line. You know what? That's a blend, so it won't delete. So we'll go up to Object, break blend apart, go Object, ungroup, take the virtual segment delete key, and there we have a door. And then you could always shade the door in with something less than black. I don't know what he's going to do with it. But then just build the other set of stairs off there. I mean, the same thing on this wall. If you just use some shading, on the roof, maybe make that a little less. I don't know. He's doing on a t-shirt. So I just noticed there's a stair right there and no door. It's because it's so dark. There's got to be a door there, so you'd very easily draw a door there just like we did. We could actually, if we would have grouped this together, Control G, we can move that out of the way, and we can make a door right here just by taking a 2-point line and delete that other section. Anyway, I hope I understood him. Where did my stairs go? I must have hit delete. Let's grab them and nudge them out of the way. Let's go ahead and finish it. If I'm boring, you just stop watching. But when you're doing stuff like this, just kind of think about the perspective of it from the building, and then move your stairs back. And you could fill in that smart fill, make the door a little bit different shading. And I should have really shaded it before I put the stairs on there. So let's back up, because the lines are stopping it from doing that. And if you have the stairs grouped, it doesn't really matter. You can keep nudging them out of the way. Use your smart fill tool and shade that in with a lesser gray. And I am going to kind of put this into his, if you got all done, Control G and group it together. And I don't know where he's planning on putting it. But if you're doing on a t-shirt, you could use some colors of the cabin. You probably want, let's say, and you did a really good job on the mountain. I think it's cool. But something like that. And if it's all going to be black and gray, that might be perfect. Just continue doing it. And now you see something here. The door is in front of our stairs. So let's ungroup it and grab the door and go up to Object, Order, back a page, and now the stairs look better. Anyway, I hope that's what he was wanting. Thank you for watching. Hope that helped.